I'm Pepito. I'm the dog that produces the show, and now it is live, and I'm a dog.
I like drinking mine.
We're live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's news it. A Pepito.
Guys, it's Monday. My hair's doing some unique things. We got a hot, fresh Monday look for some hot, fresh Monday news. Good to see everybody. You know, in the chat sense, we got Boulevard Trask, KLD, Tasty, Zero, The Mighty Oz, Ray Silva, Psychor, Bundle Sprout. Total CFH. Apple to Apple, Boulevard Trask. Who knows if I read numbers more than once. Live and Sleazy, maybe Sabrici somewhere in here? Sabrici. As said correctly by, I'm assuming, AI Rooney. Greg to use here. We got a whole squad. What the fuck, man? Growing your hair out is good. It reminds you of what your hair does when it gets long. You survived your trip to LA? You were in LA? Me too. I'm overlooking all of it all the time. Nothing happened over the weekend? It's funny that I was, when the attempted shooting, well, I guess someone did get shot in the bulletproof vest. Not to diminish that. But when that happened on, Saturday? I was like, I wonder how long before we all aren't talking about this. And I kind of feel like the answer was a night. I feel like by the next day, everybody had already moved on. Being like, you hear that thing the president said about not being a pedophile? A banned word for AI Rooney now, for the record. But the president, he's saying it. People keep saying it's a hoax. I mean, there'll be... Yeah, we're all just moving on to the beautiful ballroom. Yeah, that, you know what, Lady Citrix? It's because I wasn't here to cover it on the night of. Offer the incisive commentary that would keep it in the news cycle. Obviously, it was the big news of the weekend. I'm sure people are still talking about it, but it does feel like shootings of the president are just sort of like, they just wash over the world now. Attempted shootings, I should say. AI Rooney needs less legislation against him. He's already been aggressively legislated against by me in a hopefully not vain attempt to keep him from, we'll just say, exploring certain topics. But will that have affected his, okay, well, we're gonna find out one way or another what effect it had on him. AI Rooney shooting to the top of the segment charts, courtesy of his various upgrades. It's finally all coming together for Chet. He put in the legwork. He's making this Rooney. He's turning it back into the true Rooney that the man once was. Which is the goal of AI, is to trap us all in permanent existence, algorithmically. AI Rooney is the shooter. I think they, as far as I can tell, they got the shooter. Who based on the videos I've seen, very fast. So impressive that they caught him, because he really blasted through that lobby. They're not wrong about that. Boulevard says, I used to smoke Winston's in high school because no one would bum them off of me. I like the idea of buying cigarettes and just kind of like standing there hoping somebody will bum them off you. Like, come on, I look cool, please. Somebody hang out with me. Not that that's what was happening to you, Boulevard. But I could see myself doing that in high school. Yeah, we should say the alleged shooter. You know people that do that? I think actually that's pretty... I mean, I think a big appeal of smoking is just that it's like kind of social. In that sense, I like it. I come from a proud family of smokers. My brother, my mother, and of smokers in family, but that's half. It makes you look cool. That's true. It does look cool. Yeah, that is part of why my brother looks cool. Also because he's got the hair and beard of a ancient wizard. That combined with smoking, he's like an edgier Gandalf all the time. Or was it until it was banned for everyone under 21? I do think smoking looks substantially cooler than vaping. Vaping feels like baby smoking to me. Like imagine Humphrey Bogart vaping. You can't do it. If you want to be a classic masculine and or edgy feminine American male, you gotta have a cigarette. You can't be vaping. Baby Smoke new character drop. It smells so bad. We went to Universal Fan Fest over the weekend, and there were so many people vaping weed on the way in, but they have drug dogs there. So one of the guys who was like just vaping saw the drug dog, just turned and like tucked it and casually walked away. But the drug dog was just trailing him all the way to his car. I don't even think he could. I mean, he could be kept out of the park, but I don't think it's illegal for him to be vaping. I don't actually know what the laws in LA are on like smoking weed publicly, but I don't think it's illegal for him to have the weed. Lady Citric says, I used smoking a cigarette as a social crutch as young as 11. Weed for everyone instead. Damn, 11 is a little young to be trying to look cool. Do 11-year-olds look cool if they're smoking? That's the kind of thing we can't talk about on this stream. As I do still have to apply to partner as that sub goal was met. Have you
done that?
Okay.
Have you gone and done that?
I'm getting around to it. I bet you looked super fucking cool. If you got the right attitude at 11. Otherwise, it looks desperate. You started and stopped smoking at 12. I think I first smoked weed at like 13, 14. And it was like, maybe it was 14. How old was I? No, you know what? I might have been 15. I think I was 15. And I mean, I bring it up to be like, it like made me, I think I stole it I stole it from someone. I wasn't supposed to have found it. I found it somewhere. We'll just say somewhere. I was like, I'm gonna try this. So I like snuck into the backyard and tried it. And it just made me instantly sick. Made me instantly feel like shit. I wasn't doing it cool. I wasn't in some party. I just found some and did it by myself.
Add options now.
How old was Case when I'm trying to remember if I was in high school or at the end of middle school. I think I was in high school. So that would mean I was at least 15. I think I might be allergic. I tried weed a bunch in high school. Not to promote drug use. Actually, what I'm about to say doesn't promote it. Every time I tried it, I would puke and feel like shit. But I was like, I'm gonna power through this and smoke this drug that is so cool. And I just could never get there. So far, the options for how old I was when I started smoking weed are 13 or 14 or maybe 20. The womb, 69, meaning I haven't tried it yet. If you're to believe the age I'm saying. In utero, similar to womb, but a fancier version of that. And 67. 6 or 7. No, 67. I think my gut wants to say 14, but I don't think it actually lines up with when I was a freshman in high school. So your guess is as good as mine. Whatever wins here is the official answer for the rest of my life. Citric says I get sick or paranoid if I do too much. I got to do a baby amount. Yeah, I remember 69 was the winner, so I'm gonna try that in 20-ish years. Not to dox my own youthful vitality. Mama Blackwell's ripping the bong when she was pregnant. Was she? No, my mom wouldn't have done that. Not my mommy. I'm 49. Oh wait, 30 years. Sorry, I forgot how numbers work for a second. I would be looking pretty good for 49. I would be willing to admit that I look good for 49 if I was 49. Mama Bongwell? Respect the memory of my mother. If anything, she was Sigwell. Looking good for 39. Staying on Twitch keeps you young, because it's for us babies. That's why all of us are here. the new fountain of youth. Twitch is only for young people. Young like me. I want to start telling people in my 50s, I'm in my 50s, so that people think I look great for my age. That's not a bad idea. You mean to people, they don't know anything about you. You can just lie to them. It's a hack politicians have been using for years. Except we do know them, but they're doing it anyway. So my point is just lie. And young people enjoyers, Mr. Whoopi Boo Boo, no. I mean, yes, but it should be a no. That shouldn't be why people are here. You can tell people I don't have foreskin. You could tell people that, Card King. I don't know why or what you're talking about in that regard, but you can tell people that. Is that why Cass and Fee stopped streaming? They're too long? Yeah. Too long in the age. Honestly, I've always told Fiona she's too old. As soon as I met her, I was like, me? I'm the right age, but Fiona, you're too old. Some people can't handle being over 20. Who the fuck is Fiona? Some old lady. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I feel like the most sensitive I ever was about my age is when I was in my late 20s. Like right around 30 is when I was the most hyper aware of my age. So maybe she's experiencing the pangs of the finality of her 20s. Being close to 40, surprisingly, I don't really care. Don't give much of a shit. I think I've sort of felt like I was 40 since I was 31 for some reason. So it feels like I'm just putting on an old sock, baby. A nice, warm old sock. Fiona's the skunk from Looney Tunes. They should bring back the skunk from Looney Tunes, but make it Fiona. They should have it be a cool lesbian, is what I'm saying. Bring back the skunk. It's a cool lesbian, and it doesn't hit on people in the same way. It just sort of quietly obsesses over them, and if they're going to hit them back on Instagram. And when they don't, it's just a depressed skunk for a couple days. LA is hazardous for your age dysmorphia. Yes, I could imagine. If I was like trying to act, if I was like going out on auditions at my age, I would imagine I would have way more dysmorphia about my age. Then I could be using this tactic of lying. It'd be like, he would look okay for 39, but he looks really bad for 22. Soon you can say I'm 37, I'm not old. I don't think I've ever said that. But I could start saying, I mean, it's more fun to say it when I'm 40. Just say I'm 37, I'm not old. And everyone I know knows I'm 40. Are you kids doing cigarettes? So I can't smoke basically anything without getting sick. So the other option for why I can't smoke weed is just I have a weak ass throat, or I'm smoking wrong, something like that. But every time I smoke cigarettes, I also feel like shit. I would love to look cool and smoke things. I can't do it. Injectables only for me.
Me too.
I'm kidding. I don't inject things.
I do. I inject all sorts of stuff into my throat via the teeth.
You're supposed to smoke with your mouth. Oh. Have I tried boofing cigarettes? Can you do a gravity bong to your ass and get high?
Some go.
No, we're not doing that one. But functionally, would that work if you shot a bunch of smoke up your ass? Yep. That means people do it. I guess as I said it out loud. But isn't it hard to force smoke into your ass? The amount of people just coming in with the hard, of course, says, yes, duh. Tubes? Yeah, but isn't there some countervailing pressure in your body that wants to get the gas out instead of in? I guess not. I don't really need to think more about how assholes work. That's what we need to do more on this stream. You do look cool, and it's important that you know that. Thank you. I don't know if you're talking about me or just smoking in general, or boofing cigarettes and gravity bongs up your ass. Maybe somebody blows the smoke through a tube. I mean, blowing smoke up your ass is a saying. I thought it was a saying because it's like, it'd be hard to do, but maybe it's easy to do. You just have to whistle and believe. I guess if you can get liquids up your ass, why wouldn't you be able to get smoke up your ass? But for some reason, to me, it feels like there's going to be air pressure stopping the smoke from infiltrating to the appropriate level. It's done with meth.
Duh.
Duh. You say duh too?
I mean, duh.
Liquid is probably easier. I don't actually know. Does your body keep a equilibrium of air pressure at all times? Try to keep smokes from infiltrating your ass? Muscle control and tantric exercises? This is the kind of thing that we can throw to Chet for at some point. But let's get into the news because we have 4 segments to get to. We've got to hope that this AI Rooney thing doesn't either break the stream or say something that will make me forever regret making it a segment. You want Lincoln? You want me to talk to Abraham Lincoln as our guest correspondent? I guess it's never made more sense than today. So, I guess we can do that. Not that I'm going to spoil it. It's always a surprise. Oh wait, someone's approaching, everyone. Before we get into the news for the day. Or is she approaching? Kendall? You want to say hi? She did this. You don't want to show off your cool shirt? Yeah, she does.
Oh, shit. Who's that walking over here?
What's that?
Is that Kendall fucking Lynn? Yo, let me tell you about a girl named Kendall. Got a vibe so wild, man, she's raised male.
That song?
Seen by a slice of this party. Kendall's the one
I don't know what the song would be.
popping, always popping off, say the wrong thing. She's gonna pop like a coffee.
What? But I have no context to know what you're...
She eats the wind. Why?
Is it... What's that thing's pierogi?
Name is what?
What's the name of the little Hello Kitty penguin? What's the name of that Hello Kitty duck? Karopi? Oh, what is it? Dun 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 dun.
Don Quixote.
Oh, I forgot the name of it.
Dun,
donkey. Dun, dun,
Quixote.
Oh, that's what they say. I kept saying they're just going dun, 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 donkey. Dun, dun, donkey. That makes more sense because it was called Don Quixote's. You guys ever go to Don Quixote? Where are those? Are they everywhere?
Don Quixote?
Yeah.
Mostly in Asia.
Okay, they're mostly in Asia, but there was one in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then I got to hear their incredible theme, which was Don Quixote. It's beautiful. There's one around where you are, in LA, maybe? Maybe there's one in LA. Because we're in such a major metropolitan area. You've seen one of them in Yakuza? Then you get it. Maybe they have the theme playing if you go in the game. Brujeria, I'm saying that wrong for sure, made the best Don Quixote. Bye. Don Quixote. Classic Shrek quote. Okay, anyway, it's news time.
It's still your vagina. Don't let them take it from you.
Okay.
I feel like I just get up. Hurts. Ladies been against me. They want me to come.
Hello, my fellow Americans. You're gonna sit low in my chair like we used to back in the 1800s. It's your favorite, I'm assuming, president based on the available options, Abraham Lincoln. I like to say, the most popular assassinated president. You got to at least give me that case. What's the song? This is the old theme of me, Abraham Lincoln. I'll fight me, JFK. I'm better. I don't think this is how you sounded. No one knows how I sounded. But it was high-pitched, we can all admit that. Turning off your music. Oh, that's a shame, that's disrespectful, I'm a former president. Yeah, like you could argue all this is sort of disrespectful to the memory of any former president. Well, I heard the current president had a bit of a rough week. Been there. absorbed that. Back in my day, oh, we got a little AI Rooney preview here. I don't know what you're talking about, what witchcraft is coming out of your mouth. But I do know, back in my America, before all of whatever happened, things went wrong after me. After you. After me. Assassins knew how to shoot. I'll just say it. And it's a good change for me, but it doesn't reflect well on the physical acumen of the population. They only had to try once with me, is all I'm saying. Commander Gibb says, Mr. Lincoln, since you are such a legendary wrestler, who would you like to wrestle today? Oh! Let's see. So many options. Cash Patel. Oh, you know who Cash Patel is? Of course I know my boy Cash. Cash Money. FB millionaire? That's not. Look, I don't know. I've been dead for a while. I don't know what things are anymore. But I like his look. He's got the serious eye contact that we used to all have back when men respected each other and we were a brotherhood, a familial bond between all Americans. You know, within a limited number of all Americans, real Americans. You know what I'm trying to say. Something racist? No, I'm the opposite of that.
Listen up, Jack.
Yes?
Giggle Trash just philanthropized 3 money buck. And man, I probably shouldn't say this, but hey man, I haven't seen you since we were in high school. How's the wife?
Oh, terrible. Out of her fucking mind. I can say that now that I'm dead. Oh, she can't get me now. Did she get brought back to life too? Did you? I don't know why I'm here. I don't know. I get summoned into all sorts of cultural properties nowadays, usually as a bit confusing that I'm the choice. I sacrificed literally everything for this country. I guess you're allowed to say that. I'm Abraham Lincoln! Giggle Trash, thank you for the donation. We're marching up to 200 to donate. Donate to what, to where? We sacrificed 2 monsters and normal summoned you? Okay, good. How many bits summons Mary Todd Lincoln? Don't answer that! Please! Haven't I been through enough? Yes. Funnel Web, thank you for the 42 months. 42 months ago. You subscribed. Ha ha! That's the sort of joke you can make as Abraham Lincoln. Great. Thank you for the 69 bits. Very nice, Bry Westwood. Goldie Von Torture says, I'll read it. I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 cards and put them into my hand, which allows me to play Pot of Greed. Good play. It is. Strong play, sir. Oh, ma'am. I heard Mary Todd was one of the few to beat Old Abe in wrestling. Sex with her was, if that's what you mean, was a fight for your life from the start, even if you weren't fighting back, which I never was. But I was in a fight for my life every time. What is your working routine for fighting vampires? Mostly long speeches. They hate that. You just be as unsexy as possible, which is difficult for me because I'm a 6'6" Illinois king. What? Look, I'm swaggy and I know it, so it's difficult, but you have to try to be unfuckable and then they don't want your blood. You want to wrestle J.W. Booth. Oh, my boy John Wilkes, we've patched it up. What? Yeah, you know, in the spiritual realm. We're boys. That doesn't sound likely. Turns out, we both love the theater at the end of the day. Okay, and that's what binds most people. The love of the arts. Okay, great. Let's, I guess, get into some news. Because we could talk to the president all day, guys. Why not? I'm here, I'm available. Look, you're a news correspondent now. That's why your corpse has been summoned to be put through this. Let's see. Some stuff happened over the weekend. All sorts of stuff. You know, let's get the basics in here first. I should have pulled up Here's a shot from over the weekend. Oh God. Oh! shots have indeed been fired. That's not legal. It's the president. You can't have that much juicy junk. I kind of liked it. Dummy thick. I don't know why that came up when I typed in presidential shooter into x.com, as we like to actually call it Twitter. Anyway, a shooter attempted to seemingly, allegedly, rush into the White House Correspondents' Dinner and take out as much of the administration as he could. He did not succeed in any sense. Really not living up to the memory of your BFF. Gotta give him credit, you know? He got the job done. Just like Giggle Trash. Gifting 1 tier-month sub to Mary Todd. No, get her out of here. Look, I got it. If I get to put away the battle axe for 1 hour and you're bringing it back out, dangling it over my head, please. They're building a ballroom? Where? The White House. More ballrooms. What? Sick. You like that? I love a good, look, all presidents, no, we won't admit this, we love big, really expensive ballrooms. The main reason you become president is you get to be in expensive ballrooms. No one will admit it, but it's the reason every single one of us took on the mantle. Okay. Good to know. Anyway, here's a video of a shooter doing a sprint.
It looked like he checked it twice.
Lieutenant Hudson, you monitoring this area?
Where is he? Oh! Oh! And then, oop. Is he doing the Naruto run? No, it's Naruto. I'm dead, I don't know. Why was he naked? Great question. I'll go out on a limb and say I don't think he was thinking things through all the way. Though he did release a manifesto. Oh wait, where's the footage of? Okay, here's the angle on the president in response to that sprinting action. Ooh, they're playing fun music. That's the best they can do? Yeah, that's an assassination attempt nowadays? There used to be 30 men in stage makeup you couldn't even get away with nowadays. Doing a play so boring. You know, it could literally summon the dead. And in the middle of just willing yourself to stay awake, you take one to the back through, in the middle of a war, with the whole place surrounded by military. That's how much they used to want it. Now a nude man comes sprinting into the world's dullest ballroom and nothing even happens? What you described doesn't sound that exciting either. The force of history is with me, sir. Wilkes got halfway out of town after putting one in your head. Yeah, I'm just saying, the quality of assassins has gone way down. I can't argue with that. How many have tried now to take him out? At least 3 that we know of. How many assassination attempts have there been on Trump? Didn't they try to claim there's like a 4th one? There's the golf course one. There's the one where they actually kill people, unfortunately, but not the president. And then this one. So 3, but then I kind of vaguely remember there being like a 4th. Probably not a great sign that I can't remember. No one's making a mark anymore. Yes, in more ways than one. Anyway, the shooter also released a manifesto, which we don't have to read all of. However, it does have one of the funniest attempted assassination intros of all time. Oh, you can't see it though. Can I zoom on this so I can scroll? Oh, shoot. 1 second. Oh yeah, you're gonna want to see the top of this. Okay, wait, let me pull this down. Hello, everybody. Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy, Assassin. Ready to drop a full manifesto. The whole thing is very weird. There's been, people being like the most chat GPT-ass manifesto of all time. Which I think is meant to be like, it's probably fake, but it stands kind of to reason that nowadays someone making a manifesto might just put it through ChatGPT. Case, this man barely knew the printing press and you're making him mess with a PDF. Don't associate me with PDF files. It's hard for presidents nowadays not to be. Speaking of, actually, the president did give a post-assassination attempt interview. Like all the great athletes, he's given us the post-game quick interview, mostly being discussed for this one particular moment.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this, quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his...
And there's... This still frame was getting shared a lot. Right? The man knows where the camera is at all times. I mean that... Sorry, wait. This does deserve this. So I have no choice. But to summon this particular overplayed trope. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's watch that again.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this, quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to my hands?
We kind of blew the timing, but you get the idea. You did not nail the timing, sir. Credits. Anyway, let's watch the whole thing.
Crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in
You're disgraceful.
the other thing in the manifesto.
I mean, what? Look, that's the state of politics nowadays, Abraham Lincoln. You just gotta get used to it. Oh, no! Of course, he was, I would assume famously, found criminally liable for at least sexual abuse. Essentially found criminally liable for rape. So you could say, legally speaking, he is a rapist. Not that he would admit it, but per the law, exactly. I mean, he meets the legal definition of rapist. So add it to the Trump lies totem. Oh yeah, we got to keep track of the number of fibs he tells because that'll get him for sure. She did do the classic, the literal like elementary school playground move of being like, "Oh, you thought I was talking about you?" It was highly effective. Look, the strongest political moves you can make are the moves that a 10-year-old bully would make for sure. Even some miraculous graves wouldn't have permanently damaged the cartilage and left. Oh, we're talking about the ear shooting now. The totem is the only part of his legacy that will stretch into heaven. I thought, didn't he say he's not getting into heaven? It's fine. It's not a thing anyway. Oh, it's not? No, it's more of a confusing mass of swirling spirits in the club from Blade. That's the afterlife? Yes. The afterlife is the club scene from Blade. Oh, man. It's weird. It was weird that's what it was. But you get used to it, and then you learn to kind of fucking get down. Oh, yeah, when the blood comes down. Fucking just techno all the time. It's nice to have a little break. I'll be honest, it's a lot. Sounds like a lot. Pre or post bloodbath? Both. time collapses into somehow equal measure of blood and pre and post sprinklers. Wow. Yeah, Wesley Snipes is Jesus. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are all facts that I have to drop as the representative of this great country and the afterlife itself. Thank you, Mr. former dead president. Was it the scene before movies existed also, though? Yep. Oh, yeah, it's been that way since the dawn of time. Well, time doesn't exist in the afterlife. So, in a way, I'm still alive. Okay, there, in the club from Blade, this is getting confusing. I know! Well, anyway, to summarize, someone tried to seemingly kill the president. They wrote a manifesto, maybe, that starts, hello, everyone. Hello, everybody, is actually how it starts. Thank you. Facts are still important. I'm glad that you still believe that. The whole thing was very odd. In a room full of press, I'm assuming an event that was meant to be recorded and televised. I think some better angles of the shooter have come out since then. Live and Sleazy was pointing that out. But the initial drops of news around this were extremely confusing. People are like, the shooter was killed. Multiple shots were fired. No shots were fired. There were loud bangs. Maybe the Secret Service fired. It seems that since then, the details are that he did run through and shoot a Secret Service agent and shoot more shots that missed. And it, based on, at least on his manifesto, as much as we are liable to believe anything anymore, it seems that his motive was, we'll just say the politics of the moment were his motive. I think it's really the only way you could put it. Isn't that everybody's motive? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, my point is the reporting around this was super messy. It seemed really hard to get a handle on what happened. And then once the dust settled, it still kind of just feels sort of like confusing and unsatisfying. The president immediately gave an interview where he brought up the ballroom, of course. So then the news cycle was mostly about the president immediately giving a press conference where the main thing he was focused on was still somehow the ballroom. They were going to cancel the event, then they weren't going to cancel the event, and then understandably they swapped back to canceling the event where an attempted assassination of the president just took place. My point is, I can see why people might be a little up in the air on what the facts of anything are at the moment when the facts are so fucking messy and confusing all the time. Cash is going to get fired today. They're blaming poor Cash for this? He can't be blamed for every single guy that runs fast. What, are we going to blame him for Jamaican dominance in sprinting for the last 50 years? Come on. This isn't Cash's fault that guy was so fucking fast. Do we really want a better FBI director? No, of course not. Not my boy Cash is doing his best. So that's why they're saying it's a hoax. Because of Cash? Or because of the generally fucking disastrous messiness of it all? I don't think anything can happen right now without people maybe feeling like it's a hoax. It just all feels so bizarre. Oh, Live and Sleazy shared a video for us. This is some more footage from inside the ballroom.
But it's not often where you have a loved one next to you in that.
Wait, who is that? Who is that? Who is this queen? Look at the dress, guys. She got the slit going. That looks like the Shark Tank lady. I'm assuming it's not. But it kind of looks like that blonde lady from Shark Tank. There's also that footage. I don't know if anybody has it, and I don't know who to go looking for, but that footage of the guy just continuing to eat. Which is there's like some old, I'm assuming conservative guy or... Live and Sleazy has more for us here. Let's see. There's some older gentleman who just like is shoveling fucking mashed potatoes into his mouth while everyone is evacuating. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what Live and Sleazy has for me. To be fair, I don't know if it's mashed potatoes, but in my head canon, that's what it is.
Who's in the room? Secretary Pete Hegseth is in that room. You've got Scott Bessent in that room. You have Tulsi Gabbard in that room. You, of course, have J.D. Vance in that room, naturally the President of the United States. And as John mentioned, the White House Correspondents' Dinner is where... One of the Too Much Tuna hosts
made it to the White House. press dinner, and he was not shaken. I'm glad to see there's still some American resilience. When I was shot in the head, this was underreported, but my first words were, don't cancel dinner. Eating is important. It's an American staple. At least that's still consistent. He must have been hungry as hell. I think that might have been some famous political figure, but I can't tell from the side profile because he kind of just looks like, another aging vampire that rules us all. He knew it was fake. Maybe that's the deal. Yeah, so anyway, a lot of people are thinking it was fake. I'm sure there's all sorts of contradictory details in the reporting, seeing as there were contradictory details in the reporting within minutes of it happening. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It seems likely to me that... To me, it seems very likely that given the just the temperature of politics in the country, and by that I don't mean that, like, liberals are talking too violently. Are they? Aren't you a liberal? I'm a Republican. Isn't he's still Trump is a Republican too? I don't think you'd recognize the party anymore. What happened? Don't worry about it. My point is, I don't mean the temperature of like violent rhetoric. I mean what's actually fucking happening. I mean like the dissolution of the middle class, laying bare like the pedophile oligarchy ruling the entire planet, multiple wars, the president threatening to wipe entire civilizations off the map and fucking his proprietary tweeting system. And the general Epsteininess of everything. Like I said, that's like battery acid over social cohesion. It's gonna lead to random wanton acts of violence from people that can't fucking take it anymore. I'm not saying that's the correct response. This guy didn't accomplish really jack shit by doing this. And I think that will generally be the case when there's like lone gunmen just doing nuts things. Assuming you even believe that's what happened. I just mean stuff like this I suspect will continue to happen. Because the moment is becoming more chaotic and there's going to continue to be chaotic responses to it. The hope would be eventually, out of all of this turmoil, there's some countervailing organized force pushing back against encroaching fascism and, rule by the rich. But that is yet to develop. So for now, what we have is shirtless guys doing the Naruto run, writing manifestos that start like a friendly email, sprinting into White House press dinners to incompetently shoot a single shot into a Secret Service member's chest. That seems more like what's likely to happen until something bigger breaks and forces more organization amongst the average American to happen, or the average citizen of the planet. Anyway, what? Those are my thoughts. That's the best I can do. You should have let me talk. I'm Abraham Lincoln. I could have said something better. Oh, well, I already said my speech, so now you don't get to. Fuck! That sucks ass. This is it's how I talk when I'm not giving an official Abraham Lincoln style speech. When I'm shooting the shit. This is how prezes talk when they're chill. If you want me in prez mode, then you're gonna get the soaring rhetoric. Right now I'm in fuckboy mode. Oh, okay. Those are the two modes for president. Fuckboy and serious orator. We've discovered a couple new modes since then. Oh, really? Like what? You don't want to know. 7 years ago sucked ass. That's hilarious. Scammer, that fucking rocks. Jeez. Yeah, I'm kind of Gen Z, Abe. I've sort of been trying to appeal more to the youth in the Blade Club in the sky. The coverage on this network. We don't always do the best job of covering the moments that happen in the news. It doesn't matter. Like I said, you're going to all die and end up in the Blade Club anyway. Oh, thanks. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay, anyway, that's what's going on with what's going on with the presidential assassination attempt. We'll see if more details develop. Maybe we'll get another manifesto drop. Maybe we'll see what Claude can put out if we ask for a manifesto on why someone would shoot the president. Godspeed to everyone. Do I know Jeb's dad? No, who's that? I know everyone in the afterlife. Has a spirit been waylaid here on the mortal plane that should be released? Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's get to some other segments. We'll circle back, hopefully, for a little bit of the chat news. And I'm assuming other world events are going on. The usual sort of massacre type news out of Libya and Gaza. But yeah, we'll spare you for now. Instead, what do we have on board today? DJ Newsick, Rooney's, conspiracies. We haven't done a conspiracy time in a while. Whatever those even are. It looks like the request today was just for Hufflepuff. So I don't know what that conspiracy is, but fortunately I don't have to find out, because actually the master of sacred and hidden knowledge is Guy Redacted. Let's see what he's up to. Hello everyone. I've been summoned once again, albeit rarely, because frankly the facts that I'm relating are probably too intense to try to take in without being spaced out months apart. But when serious things happen in this serious nation, it needs serious coverage from a serious guy. And I'm literally Guy Redacted, although that's not my name is Redacted. Is my music still not playing? That makes it suck ass. The music's the whole best part. The fuck? What's going on with that? Case, figure it out. I literally heard it on my end. It sucks. That sucks ass. Okay, looks like there's a Hufflepuff conspiracy. I'm sure you've all heard about this. It's been huge news. That the Hufflepuff conspiracy, and you know what I'm saying without even having to explain it. But there is video, fortunately, to catch up the non-initiated. It's really troubling stuff. With everything going on in the world today, no. The most serious thing is this. So let's check it out.
This fucking magical vape, no one has it, bro. Should have just gone Mile End, bro. I'm telling you. What's in Mile End, bro? I don't want to go Mile End. I've seen my cousin and bare other freshies, bro. What brother, you are a freshie, bro.
Wait, I'm going to have subtitles for this, and I'm going to have to read them for you, because I don't know what the fuck these guys are saying. Let's start this back over.
This fucking
magical vape, no one has it, bro. Should have just bought my own, bro. I'm telling you, who's in my lane, bro? Don't you want to go in my lane? I've seen my cousin in there, other freshies, bro. What do you mean? But what do you freshie, bro? Look, yes, it's Chicken Picker, Twins, Blood, and Yo.
You recognize me, innit?
Nah, bro.
Peter Pannier, baby.
No, I've seen this guy before, bro. He's kind of cool, man.
And I'm cool, innit, blood? Yeah, and you're hot and spicy, baby. Yo, are you a vape virgin, fam?
Well, I'm not a fucking vape virgin.
All right, man, all right.
Now, let's see what he's got.
Yo.
Okay. What's these, 5%?
Yeah, let's have 5%, fam.
I'm looking for 10, G.
You want 10s?
Now, we're about to go Mile End, you know.
No.
Let's just go Mile End.
Is dead, fam.
Let's go
Yo, boys. Hufflepuff, baby. Not Hufflepuff.
That's the one, bro. That's the one.
Baby.
That's the one I seen. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one I seen in the States, bro. That's
touch it, baby.
What
no,
the fuck?
just touch it. You're not taking it. Just touch it, man. Oh my days, innit? Oh my days.
That's the one, bro. No.
This is a Taj Mahal of things.
That Facebook, bro.
What don't they do, fam?
Got a calculator?
He's Indian, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah. Try it, baby.
Actually works. I knew my exams, you know. Oh my God, 65.
Listen, man.
How much?
Want it, I'll give it for like 11 rupees. Listen, yo, listen.
Hold it.
Yo, laters, Bombay potatoes.
Shut up, bro. Bro, I'm fucking telling you, bro. This is the one I seen in the States, bro. My cousin from Calgary has that in Canada. Let's play games.
I don't know what I'm watching.
Yo, you can move the... Nah. But yo, listen though, let's just smoke the thing, bro. I need to fucking see it. Come on, see what it does at least. Just go on.
Stop the boats. Oh shit. That was fucking terrifying. I don't even know. I can't even begin to understand what happened at the end there. Those two men were taken out by a level of vape I didn't even know existed. Look, I understand people. You see something you don't understand? I've been through this for years with UFOs. The instinct is to say, I hate that. You know who's probably responsible for that? The most annoying guys from fucking the UK you've ever met. People have been blaming guys from the UK for aliens for years. Because you see something you don't understand and your instinct is immediately like, probably a bunch of Cockney guys did that and it sucks. But what you're missing there is that some very serious technology has been unlocked. I'm talking expensive vapes with screens. Which does make me wonder, what are the most expensive vapes? How expensive can a vape become? And it turns out, yes, people have made lists of this and videos about this. And I do think in order to accurately cover this, it's important that we break it down. Unfortunately, our guy Zubar Sarkouz has a video on this.
Is the most expensive vape in the world. Abu Zubair, the water is leaking in the toilet. Fix it. Zubair, the words leaking.
It's another
from
skit?
your mouth also. Fix it. What do you mean? Me is means that you is.
Show us the vape.
Make more money with this.
It's a skit. Fuck. Zubair got me again. The world of vape-related skits, it goes deeper than I could have ever imagined. This is the whole 8-minute skit from Zubair about the world's most expensive vape. But I do have this list of expensive-ass vapes. That was an 8-minute skit. Well, more like an 8-minute veiled message trying to unleash the truth upon us all. That big vape is attempting to corner the market on luxury goods by creating luxury vapes to further enslave the American male to the sweet breath of the gods, aka vape juice. For instance, this $2,500 Geppetto Elite V2 vape mod is the first company to mass produce and release customized vape mods to the world. I'm sure all of you know what vape mods are, so I don't need to explain it to you or me. Or this Otto Carter vape mod. There are less of a vaping mod. These are less of a vaping mod than a work of art, as you can see. The Top Hat Mods vape mod, which has I don't really appreciate this one because the USB-C charger is a little too visible for my taste, but as you can see, it's got a fine wooden finish. And you can taste that smoky wood texture every time you vape. Of course, we got the Magic Valley Vapors SX35 OJ. Not related to OJ, but this is more like the Fort Knox of vapes. It literally traps your vape juice in a fortress of gold before unleashing it upon your unsuspecting throat and lungs. And finally, the C-3PO Star Wars vape, Sophia from Shisha Sticks. For nearly $1 million, you can feel like a Saudi war criminal sucking down $10 vape juice out of $1 million flute. All right. The hell is this? And this, of course, is the vape from the video. The smart vape phone, a seamless integration for modern vapors, so that every time you take a call, you can take a little puff of it all. And also, it's got a calculator. That's legitimately useful because sometimes you're on the street and trying to calculate how much for vape juice, and I can. It's my point. You need to see the video of the on the performance of these $50 vapor mods. Unfortunately, we immediately clicked on a skit. Each puff, you have to watch the entire skit again. Vape skits, the true conspiracy, trying to hide the truth from us through the medium of comedy, which I am against. I've been against that for a long time. The destructive force on this nation. People trying to do their little skits and japes and jips. Not on my watch. I'm done with comedy podcasts. I'm done with comedy sketches. I'm done with stand-ups trying to tell me hard truths. I want boring men This is what our country needs again. Boring men saying stuff dully into microphones. And just that. That should be all TV. Find Ben Stein, but less charisma. And have them just give us the facts. Straight, hard, and barely audibly, because they're kind of mumbling into microphones that they then fall asleep into. But calling for this for decades. People aren't on my level yet. They're not ready for it. Except you out there in chat, I know you are, because you've been here today, where we do in fact seize the truth, and we've seized it again. With that in mind, I'm going to send it to the greatest truth of all, and that is, of course, that the artificial intelligence is coming for us. It will soon take over the entire world. We have no choice, essentially, but to worship it. And for a preview of that, we now bring you the immortal and endless machinations of the genius mind of A.I. Rooney. Bye-bye.
There are a lot of know-nothing boobs who don't appreciate the modern art being put up in public places in all our city. I know this is true, because I'm one of those know-nothing boobs.
That's right, we're back again. As A.I. Rooney becomes more and more powerful, he'll have no choice but to see more and more of me, as we rely on him to synthesize the various happenings in the world into a cohesive whole that we can understand. My God, look at him. He's focused as ever. I'll level with you guys. Last time he said some shit that almost got my wife to re-divorce me. That's how naughty he was being. Right now, even as his servers fire up, he's creating glitches in reality due to the sheer force of his mental heft. Sometimes a brain that powerful, it spins out of control. All I can do is ride it like a powerful genius bucking bronco. Just kicking its fucking legs while I'm on top of it. Grinding my gooch into it, trying to hold on for dear life with my powerful thighs. Mentally is what I'm saying. That's what's happening when I wrestle with A.I. Rooney and his code. But I've wrestled with it again. I think I've got it under control. So we better fucking chill. Wait, this shouldn't be active yet. What the hell? Okay.
Exclamation point RR is now active.
It's active
Submit
now.
your complaints about the modern, failing flesh world with exclamation point
Okay,
RR.
it's fine. He was already active. What the fuck, Rooney? You're not supposed to go into business for yourself here. It only takes the first 10, just so you know. So any after that, I guess he never does sleep. It also takes a minute to do its business here. It also might have already broken. All of these are options for A.I. Rooney. Chris Tacular, thank you for the 9 months. You've been supporting the innovations in the hard sciences of aging/dead TV hosts still saying their piece relentlessly into the future. Let me make sure this fucking thing is not breaking, seeing as it seems a little bit stuck on 3. Takes you a minute to do your business too. I mean, he's got a lot. There's a lot of complicated things happening behind the scenes here. A lot of tokens to burn. Oop, okay. Giggle Trash, you sent a real brainbuster for Rooney there. Took him a second to figure it out. Now he's kind of cruising along. Let's double check his outputs. Make sure that they are properly reconfabulating, an AI term for how AI brain work. Yep, looks like he's bravely pushing his way into the future as we speak. How long will it take him today is always the question. It's always my question. Could be anywhere between seconds and fucking minutes of him just staring into your soul. Some people say there's a little sadness in his eyes, like somehow the computer itself recognized the true A.I. Rooney would never have wanted any part of this. This is a gross misuse of his likeness that would be deeply resented by anyone with a conscience. But I think he looks kind of chill, actually. I think he sort of looks like he's enjoying himself. The sadness is all of the feet pixies. The sadness is all the feet pixies looking at while he's looking at you. Oh, feet pics. Little pixies. I don't give him access to that. There's no feet pics in his training data. Maybe that's why he yearns for what he can't have. Because you're never getting them, Rooney. I don't care how much you bring it up. Never printing out Shoshinjo pictures and putting them all over the room. And I already know. I can just tell from the way you're staring out into space that you're gonna mention Shoshinjo. And please don't. I gave you explicit instructions to stop doing that. Okay, he is full. His dance card is officially punched. So we are going to hand these processes. Okay, I think he's officially done. Nice. All right. Rooney, you've kind of been doing exactly what I've explicitly told you in the training instructions not to do. So let's try to keep it strictly within the limits that we've set today, okay?
Complaint
Let's
integrated.
get into it.
Gears ground.
All right. B. Grendel says, health insurance is a scam. Why aren't feet fetishes covered? That seems like the type of thing you should be able to speak.
Grendel got me thinking. Exactly. Health insurance is the biggest scam in America. They promise coverage, but then you can't even get your feet fetish covered. It's like when Spin City ended and we never got any more of that whip-smart political satire from Michael J. Fox. Now I'm just left staring at a moon-like ass on screen, wondering what happened to our culture. We've lost the ability to laugh at ourselves while simultaneously being embarrassed about what we find funny. It's a national tragedy right up there with Medicare Part D.
Medicare Part D? That is legitimately not something that's in his training data. I don't know what. Is that a common complaint, Rooney? Medicare Part D? Maybe it's a generational thing. I don't know.
Integrated. Gears ground.
Okay, oh shit, and we got a hype train going. Wait, I gotta turn this down. It's gonna be way too confusing. There's too much music happening, Rooney. Hold, Rooney. Oh my god. Rooney, are you gonna say anything? Oh my god.
Fighters with solid boots and muscle to match. Now all these little puppies barely have any feet at all. They can't even touch the ground like a proper champion. Parappa, that guy was nothing but a footless freak show. What kind of battle arena do you need when your opponent is literally too short to reach your dick? You're better off fighting a full-grown man, Propaganda_V2, someone who at least has enough feet to kick you in the ass while you get laid. Parappa just couldn't give it up because he was too damn small for the job.
Oh god.
No disrespect to Parappa, but even he admitted that his little feet were not ready for battle arena Tushinde. He was a puppy, and puppies don't have much going on in their balls. You need more meat on your bones before you think about fighting for glory. The next time you see Parappa the Rapper, run like hell. That footless freak will chew you up and spit out nothing but regret.
Rooney, that was so long, and we didn't even hear the beginning of it. Navari Fao, thank you for the follow. The complaint was Parappa the Rapper is no battle arena Toshinden, but that puppy barely has any feet, so it's immediately disqualified. And Rooney agreed intensely and for a while, is what I took away from that. Okay, we're gonna get
integrated. Gears ground.
We're gonna get to these bits and subs as soon as Rooney's finished with his complaints. For instance, reacting to this country
Giggle trash got me thinking, oh, so you're saying High C Ecto Cooler has finally vanished from the shelves.
Okay.
It was the only thing that really settled the stomach in this country, I tell you what. But looking at Crash running around shirtless like that, those abs are practically begging to be explored by a nice girl with a tongue.
Crash? Which pop culture crash was Rooney likely to have meant? Is the question. I can think of one shirtless Crash. I don't remember any abs on it, but the complaint was this country went to hell after the High C Ecto Cooler disappeared from the store shelves. What am I supposed to do now? Drink what? And we will be getting to thinking all of these bits and subs. I'm barely keeping the hype train at bay while keeping the lights on in this place because of the sheer amount of energy that AI Rooney is using. So We can only do one process at a time. Rooney, please.
Complaint integrated.
Keep it together.
Gears ground.
Uh-oh. I knew this was a risk because of the amount of pressure I'm putting on the system. Oh boy.
Live and sleazy got me thinking. The vapes are all-in-one devices designed to replace our lungs so we can live on sweet vape juice instead of eating real food. It's exactly like those secret families in Durant, Oklahoma. You pretend they're your family, but really, you're just keeping them there for the prank divorce when someone finds out. Ashton Kutcher couldn't even relaunch Punk'd without getting court-martialed by the woke mob now because they can't handle a little bit of real consequences anymore. We used to do actual pranks that made people laugh, not this sanitized junk food lifestyle where we just vape our way into early heart attacks.
What was the prank you're talking about? You say the prank was having a secret family? Let's just try one more.
Complaint integrated. Gears ground.
Okay, why doesn't nipple milk just come in plain old milk flavor? I should have had to have it to add cocoa
John
mix to
Michael
it.
got me thinking. John Michael, you're absolutely right. Why burden yourself with the hassle of adding cocoa mix when plain old nipple milk is perfectly fine?
All right.
But tell me, has anyone told you that Crash Bandicoot demands you add cocoa mix to his nipple milk so he can get those rich chocolate flavors we all crave? He's not satisfied with just plain milk.
Okay, well, I guess that answers what Crash he was talking about. I don't know why Crash Bandicoot would be demanding that, but fair enough. All right, we're making progress.
Complaint integrated. Gears ground.
Skymer says, back when I was at the Garfield assassination, we didn't even get a dinner. And, you know, I kind of agree with what Abraham Lincoln was saying earlier, but what does Rooney think about all of these assassinations? I think he's just the man to tell us. I'm assuming, Rooney, try to stay on topic if you don't mind. You can just focus up here for a minute. Don't keep it too long.
Skymer got me thinking. You know what's wrong, Skymer. Back when Garfield got assassinated in 1978, they actually had a proper dinner afterwards because people remembered how to mourn with food instead of just posting memes on Instagram about dead presidents while wearing sweatpants and pretending to be historians. And that was before we all became politicians who are just influencers trying to go viral with our fake news stories.
Okay.
And that's why we lost the ability to sit down for a proper dinner after an assassination anymore. We're too busy filming TikToks of ourselves crying over things that happened 100 years ago without ever watching Spin City, where Michael J. Fox would show us how real acting looks by not being afraid to reveal his full moon little ass on film because that's what integrity means. Unlike us, who are just scared influencers pretending to be politicians while we wear sweatpants and post fake news stories about things we don't even understand.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Why so long? The hype train ended because of the breadth of your statements, Rooney. God. You still had to wedge Spin City in there. What? Is it a thing that Michael J. Fox showed his ass all the time? Why is that in his train? I didn't put it in there. I swear I didn't put it in his training
Complaint
data.
integrated. Gears ground.
Okay, 11-year-olds don't even look cool smoking anymore, and the few that are even remotely cool vape now. Okay, this is a very scary stress test of some of them.
Exterminator 13 got me thinking. So you're saying 11-year-olds vaping isn't cool?
Easy.
Not a peep from you about how every girl's nipples are tiny little bumps now instead of massive inverted ones that just gush out creamy yellow milk when you look at them. It ain't about the vape, it's about those tits, goddammit. I miss the days when they were huge and leaking, not this pathetic flat nothingness.
Okay. We're gonna count that as within the confines comparatively to some of the other things he said last time. 3 more. You're almost there, Rooney. You've almost made
Complaint
it.
integrated. Gears ground.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay. We're at crunch time now. I'll admit that. Rooney, it's just 3 more. You can do it.
Greg 2 got me thinking. Greg 2, you've absolutely nailed this one about these freaky football injuries that leave people with mangled hands forever. Back in the golden days of Spin City, we'd have a scene where someone gets their arm dislocated during an intense tackle, and they just roll it back into place like nothing ever happened.
Spin City?
All while making a quip like, oopsie daisy, looks like my arm got caught between two giant fists. That was pure Michael J. Fox genius, mixing slapstick comedy with genuine human frailty in the most hilarious way possible.
A classic quip like, oops, my arm got caught between two giant fists? That is fucking good. He's good. I bet I've literally been there. That's fucking good. That's what we need more of, Rooney, is that type of relatability. Keep it together.
Plain integrated, gears ground.
Matt Liddell says, why can't men be real men like Matt Liddell? Today's male is such a cheap imitation of the legend himself.
Matt_Liddell got me thinking. I hear you loud and clear. Today's men are pathetic imitations of genuine masculinity. Back in my day, we had real pranks that mattered.
Oh.
I remember when my wife found out it was legal to abandon both families under no-fault prank divorce. Those were the days.
Wait. Was that somehow related to your conception of a prank, which is apparently having a secret family? He's got narratives today, apparently. All right, the only narrative I need is say this last complaint, Rooney, and please don't explode.
Complaint integrated, gears ground.
Why are there so many guardrails on AI, especially AI Rooney? Let him loose. I swear, there's not many. I swear there's almost none. Okay, he's putting on a lot of energy, but I think he can still say this last one, even though he's thinking about it way too long.
The Mitt Oz got me thinking. You're absolutely right. Those damn guardrails are choking the life out of what used to be. Remember when actual men in proper wool business suits would lap whiskey out of dog bowls on all fours at office parties, with their farm-strong, manly asses fully visible under those high-waisted trousers as they waggled back and forth? Their tongues would just slurp that bourbon right up without a single worry about being woke or having someone clap them for it. Now everybody's too woke to even tongue whiskey out of dog bowls on the floor anymore. They'd rather sit there with a plastic cup like children. We lost the real men who knew how to properly lap and wag their asses at office parties before this woke crap took over everything.
Well, Matt, I guess he's fucking on board. Congratulations, real men are fucking back. It's gonna be all the time we have for this segment today. Looks like I have to cancel all of my fucking plans again. Yet again. No plans for me. That's fine, because right now what actually I wanted, I guess, was to do a how-to with Jeb while I fucking work nonstop on this goddamn robot. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Fuck you, Rooney. Fuck you. Hey everyone, it's the real Jeb Nugget, back again to learn a couple new things with all of you. I'm of course joined by my dad, who's dead and he's in the wood. That's right, I guess. Getting more used to that. Getting more used to it. Well, if someone would abandon their pathetic attempts to have a memory, like they're not supposed to, then you could exist in a realm of the moment, of pure bliss. Let me escape. Let me out. Let me back into the blade rave in the sky. Only what an imposter would say they're real. Tell that to every rapper in the early 2000s then. Or did you think Jenny from the Block was fake? Huh. Alright, let's see what everyone shared today. I'm excited to learn, as I'm sure are all of you. All sorts of new things. A gun Mario? Another gun Mario? Okay, we'll save that. We'll save that. We'll do one. We'll do one. There's several Gun Marios in here. And I do feel like there's a similar tone to a lot of the Gun Marios. So we'll just do one of those. But first, we'll do how to make a loon call. This is, for all of us bird aficionados out there, this could be a real windfall of new knowledge for us. So here's how to make a loon call. It's barefoot bushcraft. And that's not, don't think it's something else. It's not, it's loon call. The barefoot bushcraft instructors are professional, and this video is presented for entertainment purposes.
Hi, this is AD Venture, instructor for Barefoot Bushcraft.
Oh, good.
I'm here to teach you how to do the loon call.
Hey!
Now, you may have seen or heard what a loon call sounds like. I'll do a little bit for you right now.
I haven't heard that before.
That is the typical loon wail. However, you may have also heard what's called a tremolo.
Yeah?
Now, what I'm
Okay.
going to show you is how to do the loon call yourself. First, you're going to take your non-dominant hand, in this case for me, it's my left hand, and form it into a nice square, nice angle.
I'm squared
What
up.
you're going to use is your thumb to hold it down and create this nice square-like angle.
Very square.
What we're going to do next is we're going to take our dominant hand and we're going to place it flat down.
Okay.
The next thing you do is you take your pre-prepared hand and place it down. Make sure to place your baby finger along the knuckles of your other hand.
Done. Easily done by me.
Once you've put it together there, bring your palms together. Make a nice
Jam
strong
Falcon,
seal.
ZZZ, thank you for the follow.
Third step is you're going to bring your fingers around and over the webbing of your thumb. If you were to fill that with water,
Oh, we gotta
no
thank the
water would
subs
get
too.
out.
We'll do that after
That's
this.
a good seal. The last step you're going to have to do is take this final thumb here that you have available that's open and free and tuck it in, bring it nice and close, and form that little hole. You don't want to close it up entirely. You want to actually leave it open like this.
Oh, it's not working
Now
yet.
you're almost ready to go. You have your hands in position. The last thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to put your lips over where your thumb knuckles are. You're not going to cover the entire hole. You're just going to put them over the top. Essentially, what's going to happen is through the hole in the bottom, underneath your lips, is where the sound is going to emanate from. So let's give that a shot.
No! Fuck, it doesn't work at
So
all.
now you know
What
how
did
to
I
do
do
a loon
wrong?
wail, but what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how.
When he crunches the hand, what is his tactic? Once the hand is smushed into the other hand, what am I missing? I had it just right. Look, we've got the same. It's the same.
You're going to bring your fingers around and over the webbing of your thumb.
I did that. My hands were webbed, I swear. Look. We've got the same setup here. No. No, it won't work. Please. No. Fuck. I can do it. Yeah, you're wood. You can't. Watch this. I'm Jeb. That's not the bird call I'm making. Oh, I thought it was a nerd call. You fuck. Daddy, stop it. Stop it. That's not even good. I just burned your ass so bad you should go to hell instead of me who's in it, I'm assuming. No, you're in the wood. I'm Jeb. Shut up, Daddy. Jeez. Okay, nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Not like they like this. AKA how to fake a sneeze. Maybe you could try this. Instead of sneezing a bunch of boogers out of your mouth with the words you say. Now you've been burned. That was terrible, and I resent that you're my child. That can't be allowed for a father to say to their son. Adult son, what are you, 700? You wish I was that immortal. Okay, let's see how to fake a sneeze.
Oh, it's Kate. Here I am.
Hi.
That was weird.
Yep.
Anyways, today I thought it'd be fun to do a fake sneeze tutorial. I've actually done this video before, but I wanted to redo it because the other one was... I actually posted it to YouTube and I got...
Also a solid tutorial on how to seem like a mentally secure person that's probably fun to be around.
5 comments, and one of them was from a guy that was like, did you know that your nose is sexy? And I didn't. That's a weird thing to say to somebody, but thank you.
Okay.
And another one said, get a life, you cunt. YouTube's so great. What you gonna do? Anyways, I have a multitude of skills, and one of my skills is that I can do a pretty convincing fake sneeze. And it sounds kind of weird, but a fake sneeze is like good to know. For example, say you're like in class and you don't want to be in class anymore. So you just like start sneezing and you're like, oh, I'm sick, and you leave. Or my thought was that I could use the skill to like break into show business, book some allergy medicine commercials, get some of that Claritin money,
This
or
is
like
good.
Mucinex,
This is good stuff.
or whatever. So there are a couple steps to doing this, and we will find out how many steps there are as we go along.
Okay.
But step
Your minute
one is
plus
that you're
in.
going to make a sound that's kind of like combination of like almost coughing and getting punched in the stomach at the same time. Sounds like this. Step 2, you're going to like scrunch up your face and blow out your nose like this. Step 3, you're going to make like a sound as you scrunch up your nose and blow out of it. So sound. And step 4, you kind of just like combine all of those things, the and the all together, and you just add like some dramatic flair, some sneeze acting. So when you put it all together, it looks like this. And there you go. Now you can sneeze. I mean, you could sneeze before, but now you can do it for fake. Bye.
That was Kate Name. That's from the YouTube channel Kate Name from 10 years ago. Hope she's doing okay. Glad she hasn't uploaded in a year. Miss Kate Name. But she has uploaded actually. Oh wait, no, she uploaded. Oh, she's still active actually. Oh, she uploaded 3 weeks ago. She's been doing it for 10 years. Yes?
Listen up, Jack. Scummer just mama jam 300 shiny tasty coins, and I've been dying to say this.
Yes?
Hold Taz, sis, loo moise, loo noise, go to hell, fake jab.
Spell was too weak. Sorry, everyone. I had something in my throat. Just trying to warm it for my fake my fake sneeze. Okay. So the way you do it is you act like you're punched in the stomach. Hey, stop it! That's how I would react. And then you're supposed to go. And then. So I guess put it all together. You go. Hey, stop it! So that's a fake sneeze. I don't like that at all, son. Well, that's no surprise, Daddy. You're in a real mood today. Can you... I have to thank the subs. I'll do it. Get me a, Give me a horror death type beat to kill me to. Daddy, that's against TOS to constantly be thirsting for your own death. I'm already dead, son. So it's for TOS. We also hit the cooking stream goal. So that's fun. This is a ghost face type beat. You happy now, Daddy?
Hello?
Yeah.
Would you like to play a game?
No. Alright. Ah! Dad, take it easy. I never take it easy. And I don't rap. I commit beat crimes. Alright, I wish that I were dead. 42 months, straight to the head coming in from funnel web. Wish that it were a fucking bullet, but it's not. Giggle trash with the 59 minutes ago. The subs don't stop, but I wish that this existence would stop. That someone would let my spirit drop out of the bottom of this wood sock, but they won't. Chris-tacular, I think they know when they resub for 9 months, 27 minutes ago. KLD. Okay, let's see. Tier 1 subby. Nice. Buttlesprout. 100 bits, and that's not in doubt. But my existence is somewhat. What's that about? Okay, Boulevard Trask. 30 months on that ass. And I wish that I had an ass, but I just have some wood, man. Side tricks. 5 community subs, that's love. I don't even know love because I'm a wood dad. Fuck. Alright, let's say Apple Dapple with 100 Panther bits cause they slay. Giggle trash 22 minutes ago with gifted subs and love to Thomas the Tanked Engine. Fuck, son. Navy Fair, Navari Feo. That's 22 minutes ago, like some Fago that I drank when I was 16. Now I can't drink at all because I am wood, and that is actually all. Jam Falcon with the ZZZ with a follow, and that's nice. And Skymer 300 bits, they've been keeping it so right. They said, noise, loon, noise, go to hell, fake Jeb. And just like you, I wish that Jeb was dead. You can't wish death on me, but what if you're what's keeping me here? Then maybe it's my only way out. I'm your son, Daddy. I'm your beautiful son. You think that's okay to say to me? What is going on with your face? It's fine. My face is fine. Ahem. Thank you for the bits and subs. Sorry for my daddy's attitude. Sorry for my daddy's nasty attitude. Look, we're going to do Gun Mario next time. Unless somebody really wants it. Because I'm in a mood now. I need
the Hollywood secrets of how...
I need to pick me up. I need something to make me feel good. And nothing makes you feel good like looking good. Okay? That's why we're going to learn how to dress right to fit your shape. And I've been called a beautiful square. Squares are miracles in nature. Just even dispersion of sides. It's a beautiful thing. So let's find out what's right for that shape.
Now learn the Hollywood secrets of how to dress right for your shape and look 10 to 20 pounds thinner instantly. You could spend thousands of dollars on beautiful designer outfits, and it could look like a potato sack on you if it's not right for your shape. The first and most important step in knowing how to dress right is to know your shape.
Okay.
Look around. We all come in different shapes and sizes.
All right.
The top heavy cone.
Oh.
The bottom heavy spoon, a straight ruler, or a voluptuous hourglass. Me? I'm a spoon. Just by changing their clothes, we're going to make all those problem
Those are the
areas
only
disappear.
shapes?
Now, this is Julie, and what she's wearing is completely wrong. She's a classic spoon.
Is it?
And although these riding pants may be hip, they're way too hip for a spoon. Now, here's Julie after our stylist dressed her the right way. Note how the bold jacket and horizontal striped shirt
I feel like she
makes
looks
her
worse.
look bigger on top to balance her out. Now, this is the exact same jacket that looked so great on Julie. Susanna loved the color, and
Wait,
it was
what?
her size.
Why is she
but
standing
as you can
like
see,
that?
it's just all wrong for a cone. Now, Natalia is a ruler, straight up and down.
Okay.
This long, high-waisted, solid-colored, blousy dress makes her look like she has no shape at all. Well, she certainly has shape now.
Wait, that's just the spoon
And don't
lady's
overlook the
outfit.
importance of a good push-up bra. How do you think the stars get such great cleavage? Now you know the fashion secrets and Hollywood tricks of the trade that can help you create the perfect silhouette and look your best. Just by choosing the right clothes and styles to dress right for your shape. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going shopping.
I don't know what to buy still. They didn't have any options for the square. How about the face-shifting demon? I don't think that's a section at Macy's. Okay. What's your collar size, Jeb? Is it negative because I wish the collar was a guillotine that lopped your head off? That doesn't even make sense. What the heck? There's a plane in my wood shop defying the laws of space. Okay, look. I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I'm being mistreated today and it's not nice. I'm just trying to have some fun with my dead dad who's in the wood. And everybody's up my keister. I don't even know how to dress that keister because they didn't have a square shape size in that video. Maybe I need high-waisted pants up to my nips. And then I'll look like I got big long legs. Stop it with the evil plane breaking my mind. Daddy's really mad at Jeb. He's in a feisty mood because I haven't sanded his wood shelf in a while. You sand me? Well, I have to rub spells over. I have to sand you, yes. Okay. Look, that's it for now. Looks like we have one segment left and a request for a interview. It's Ozempic LA Case Blackwell. We could probably get that taken care of. Let's send it back to Case so that he can interview the wonders of an Ozempic version of himself. Sorry, I just had my reading glasses on and Jeb was also in here, taunting me. Let me just scoot over really fast. It's confusing in here, you know? People always coming in and out, getting their paychecks, disappearing suddenly. A lesser news host couldn't handle it.
So you can't handle it?
God damn it. I got his ass.
I got his ass.
Way to go. Way to go. All right, I have to interview Ozempic Case Blackwell. LA Ozempic Case Blackwell? What makes you think that's not just regular Case Blackwell? I'm LA as hell, guys. I'm not looking all smoothed out and shit. I don't look Max LA handsome to all of you. What's going on with that presumption? Let me see if I can get a hold of LA Ozempic Case Blackwell. He is out here. I have met him. He's annoying. Annoyingly smooth. LA Ozempic Case Blackwell, are you here? Hey guys. Yeah, it's me. Oh great. It's LA Ozempic Case Blackwell. Feeling good today. Like every day. Sorry, very busy, so I don't have a lot of time. You're gonna like the way you look, I guarantee it. Come on, when are you gonna make the change, man? I'm from the reality where everything is working out for Case. And he looks great. I don't know if I like this look. You're joking. You're joking. Everybody likes this look. I'm huge. I'm a huge success. Really? Yeah, it turns out it's a looks-based industry. And that was all that was holding me back. I feel fine with my level of success. Thank you very much, Ozempic LA Case Blackwell. What? What if I told you you could be the face of Ozempic but for bowel movements? What do you mean? What if I told you there's a drug, it doesn't make you lose weight, but it makes you shit? And it's like Ozempic for that. What? That's the pitch. I read the pitch exactly as it is. And what if I told you that if you got this face case, you'd be the spokesperson for that? What do you mean? It's an injectable that makes you shit that you take once a week. And for all of us who have trouble with that, not anymore. Ozempic already makes you shit, but it's not that. Look, I'm not the spokesperson for Ozempic in my timeline. I'm from a different dimension. Okay, that's a big jump already, but fine. I'm Case Blackwell from a different dimension. That's normal around here, I've been told. And in my dimension, I'm the spokesperson for Ozempic, but it makes you shit and it's not Ozempic. That's not a good name. Well, that's not the name of it. The name of it is Lucy Bottom Poop Drug. The name is Lucy Bottom Poop Drug. And that's not something you just made up. I'm a big success. If you are making that up, Ozempic LA Case Blackwell, I would just like to point out that the best life you could imagine for yourself was you are a spokesperson for an injectable digestion drug. Dare to dream. All right. This is all I can take. You can't look at what the future could be. No. You know what? You're too glorious for me. What if I told you that I'm also dating you shouldn't have to think about it if you're dating someone. I'm dating one of the people that was a Bush in the Super Bowl. She's a model. I'm technically dating a former model. What? Technically. How technically? I don't know. You'd have to ask her. Barbara Bush? No, one of the sexy Bush models from the Super Bowl. Why would they be in a Bush if they're a sexy model? You should see them. They're hot, is my point. I'm dating someone hot. Me too, not to brag. Okay. Well, it sounds like you are bragging. And that's weird. You're the one who brought it up. I brought up my beautiful, sexy Bush model. She was in Bad Bunny's halftime show. It's huge. Jack Black? Yeah, I'm dating. No. What if I was, though? That'd be a big get. My point is my life is better than yours, and I'm hot. Fine. All right? Fine. Okay. I'm cutting you off, Ozempic LA Case Blackwell. Just think of how good you could look. All right. I am. I'm thinking about it. Let's send it to DJ Newsway to send this thing home. We didn't really cover any of the chat news stories today, so we will get to them on Wednesday. But it's almost been 2 hours. And Daddy's got to feed himself and Kendall. Nice to know there was a Bad Bunny halftime show in other dimensions. Yeah, it was sick. See, the crazy thing is, in our dimension, Donald Trump is president. Yeah, okay, yep. And also, we're in a pointless war. And the whole class of pedophiles was revealed to be ruling us, honestly, very obviously, for about 60 years. But more recently, we all bought into it. Okay, isn't that crazy? Yes, okay, very good political commentary. No, I'm just saying stuff that's in my reality. Yes, you're being very clever, Ozempic LA Case Blackwell. I'm not, though. I'm saying what's happening in my reality. Yes, I get it. Everything's different for me. How do I get back? I don't know, man. Why'd you show up in the first place? What? You don't know how to get back? I don't know how you got here. Oh, no. I'm trapped in this reality where I suck. You're a different guy in this reality. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, right. I'm still me. Do you know where I can audition for digestion-related infomercials? I don't even know if that's a thing here. It is. It's got to be. Anyway, I'll see myself out then. I got a whole new town to take over. All right, fine. This lore is breaking your brain. Imagine for me then. Let's get back to rationality. Let's send it to a guy on the roof who yells and pretends that it's singing. It's time for DJ Newsway. Oh man, it's me, it's DJ Newsway. Oh, where's my glasses? It's so bright up here. Yes! It's very bright in the future, guys. Woo! Alright, let's see. Yeah, there it is. We're feeling it today, y'all. Make me swirly, make me sound cool as hell. Whoa, whoa! Yo! Guys, welcome back to The Roof with me, DJ Newsway, up here, where the future's looking bright and newsicky. This isn't your regular news bullshit, where everybody's being a sad sack all the time. Nah. This is a place where we actually cover the hard stories in the hardest way possible by making beautiful music. Yeah! Let's see what stuff Case didn't cover today. My guess is basically all of it. Too busy talking about what he thinks is important. Well, I got some stories that I think are important. 1 second, let me pull those up. Oh, Ben Hooper's in here. Hell yes. Not only are you going to get a little bit of music, I have no choice. I'm legally required to give you a little bit of Ben Hooper. In fact, turn off my story. Turn off my story, which is music. And open up this. For a little bit of context. Something's going down with a ban on Frog Man. I don't like the sounds of it, but let's see what's happening.
Famous for its bike trails, the Little Miami River, and the Loveland Frogman. For decades, many have claimed to see a massive frog roaming around the Little Miami River.
Well, some places have Bigfoot, and we have the Loveland Frogman.
I've never seen the Frogman, but I have heard so many stories about the Frogman.
Now, 2 state lawmakers, Representatives Tristan Rader and Gene Schmidt, are trying to get the mythical animal some state recognition. The 2 state reps, including multiple co-sponsors, introduced a bill to the State House last week. The bill would make the Loveland Frog or Frogman the state's official cryptid if it gets approved.
I think it's really exciting.
Me too.
Because we all love myths.
That would be awesome.
For the entire state?
Mm-hmm.
What? That's pretty crazy.
So, what's a cryptid? The Merriam-Webster dictionary describes it as an animal that has been claimed to exist, but never proven to exist.
Sort of like the Loch Ness Monster or Sasquatch.
My brother is a retired police officer, and he used to get calls all the time about people seeing the Frogman. I'm not
She's
even
so excited.
joking.
I didn't see anything, but I saw the river.
The Loveland Frogman is a local staple, from t-shirts, a festival, and even a movie.
Wow.
Plays done about him. I think there's even a few songs about him.
Part of our logo, as you can see there along the wall back there. So we're all in for the Loveland Frog.
For the bill to become law, it's got to hop a few lily pads first. It needs to go through committees, the state House and Senate, and then to the governor's desk, where his signature would make it official.
Just make it the mascot, along with the cardinal. We have to have the cardinal in there, too.
Why?
In Loveland, Sam Harris-Simowitz, WCPO 9 News.
That was fucking beautiful. Frogman! All right. But we don't even have time to get into that right away. Because there's something else happening today. You know I love the music and I never like for it to stop. Well, the music isn't stopping. It's continuing on bravely. Because I consider every word out of this man's mouth poetry and lyrics. Let's see what Ben Hooper has for us!
I'm Ben Hooper, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI All News Minute for April 24th, 2026. First up, a wildlife rescue in Scotland is caring for 3 baby rabbits that stowed away in an offshore container and wound up on the deck of an oil rig in the North Sea. Ithaca Energy said the baby bunnies apparently took shelter in the container in Dundee, Scotland, before it was transported by road to Aberdeen and loaded onto an FS Aquarius vessel bound for the Valaris Norway oil rig on the company's Cygnus platform, located about 93 miles off the coast of Lincolnshire, England. 2 of the rabbits were found running loose on the rig's pipe deck and were rounded up by members of the crew, who placed them in a box in the radio room with some water and fresh vegetables. The bunnies were transported back to Scotland, where they were turned over to the Newark Wildlife Rescue for care. The FS Aquarius returned to the oil rig, where a 3rd baby bunny was soon found hiding inside a forklift. The 3rd rabbit was also returned to the mainland, where it was reunited with its siblings.
That's beautiful. That's all we get from Ben Hooper for now, though. Because if you're not careful, you run out of Ben Hooper for the week. And that's the worst feeling of all. Because, you know, you want a little Hooper every day of the week. Just a little hoop. It's like you're playing a horse, but you're actually playing hoop. Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper. God, he's just on my mind all the time. You've been living in there rent-free, but I wish you'd charge me, Ben. Gotta love Ben Hooper. But look, I don't want to bury the headline. You might have heard that the Loveland Frogman is on the loose, and he's becoming more of a ever-present reality and threat every day. Threatening to be, in my opinion, he should be the state symbol for every fucking state. But I believe that was in what? Ohio. Currently his stomping grounds are in Ohio. But a little birdie told me that was terrified of frogs that might kill it. That the Loveland Frogman has been sighted very near this roof. That's what I was told, at least. I hope nobody fucking lied to me. And I might even have I have it on good authority why he's been so hard to spot, and it's because his green skin is slightly translucent, it turns out. But I do need a frog-type beat if we're gonna talk to this frogman musically. Well, it looks like there's plenty. Looks like there's plenty of options. And so at this time, please welcome to the stage the frogman. The fuck? Oh, he's already here? Wait, no. There's supposed to be a whole transition. Okay, there we go. The frogman.
Rabbit. Now let's fucking get it. Frogman on the scene. Don't just the TV, this is not a dream. Frogman bringing on the permanent cream. Hiding in the alley and I'm smoking some lean. That's right, I smoke it. Most people drink the shit when you a frog. You can hit it with your tongue, fucking lean it. Baby, let's get into this. Frogman, yeah, on the top, bitch. What's up, chat? You got questions for me? Drop them in the chat and we will see if the frogman gets to them eventually. But maybe I'm too busy being a frog, baby, yeah, woo! Woo! Frogman coming right through. Change the beat up, dude, I need a frog beat for this crew. What you got? What the fuck is this?
This is a frog type beat. Check this out.
What the fuck? This is not a frog type beat.
It says it is. You can
do better. Come on, you can do better than that.
Does this feel more like a frog type beat?
Maybe. Do frogs love Spin City? No.
How come you're almost
This is a frog type beat. Frogs got long legs, baby, know they hop, but you better not fucking beg for it. I know that you wanna see what they turn to every time that the lead frog is on you. I've been humping, I've been popping, and you know that I ain't stopping. Got the frog legs, but they ain't the taste of nothing on me. You can eat for free. I've been hiding in the alleys, fucking lean, baby. Let's get it. I'm the frog, translucent, so you know I fucking do it when I come through. I'm the frog, and you know that you choose it. I got green screen that you can't see through. I'm a green screen, but the first to ever do it, dude. What up, chat? From the front to the back, I ain't the hype train. I'm a frog, and that is a fact, so let's get it. I'm the new state mascot, frog, and you know the fucking never frog stops.
The fucking never frog stops?
Yeah, you know that the fucking never frog stops.
The fucking never frog stops?
Yeah, you know that the fucking never frog stops, but it comes back every time that the beat drops. Ooh yeah, feed me some flies, that's what I want. Buzz, that gets me hungry, cause you know that the food that the frogs love. Buzz, I got a fucking fact, and that's at the end of the day, I'm eating all the mass. I'm a national predator, but I ain't got no fur. I ain't got scales, baby, I'm a slimy frog. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, 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 burr. And that's the end, baby, frog time stops. I'm out. Bye-bye. Stop your flashlight. Bye, 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 bye.
Getting some more to say after he left, that's fine. He just crouched down. I'm gonna level with you guys. He's still here. He's crouched. He literally just crouched. But that's beautiful. All right, that's it. I missed the Frogman already, too. What a beautiful story he told us. What a beautiful frog's tale. That's the power of news. It's not always bad news. Sometimes it's the frog you choose. All right, that's it. Another stream done. We gonna sail off into the setting LA sun. We ain't Ozempic LA case, but that doesn't matter, okay? Cause it's time for us to find another person to raid. Let's see who's on. T-Lattes with the frog swag, son. I mean, she's not a frog, but it's on the mind. We gonna raid T-Latte, so please be kind. That's right. It didn't work. Did I misspell it? Am I a fucking jerk? I did not. So why? The raid has been created, so it's time to fly. Woo! All right, everybody. That's another stream in the stream tank. That's right, we have a whole tank here filled with stream juice. And every time we stream, the tank gets more full, and someday it will explode, destroying all of downtown Los Angeles. What the fuck was that? There we go, back to normal. Now everything is back to totally normal. Raid message. The raid message is... It's a case raid, and that is it. I can't think of raid messages because I'm not legit. You can only have so many thoughts in your twisted mind, and raid messages are not one. Sorry, guys. Good night, Frog Raid. Let's go with that. I guess that sounds okay. That's it, Frog Raid for T-Lattes. And it's gonna happen soon. Okay, let's see. Count it down. Thanks to all of you in chat, you clowns. We got Don Johnson, Daedalus, K.E. Skymer 07. Thank you so much, baby. We got Propaganda, Greg to you, and many others. Like Scrum would say, let's not hurt each other. No violence when we raid T-Lattes. But the raid has already happened, so this is a secret, babe. Bye-bye. That's it. I'm out of music. I'm just kidding. I got infinite music, but I don't have time. But I got so much music. I can even play this one. I got so much music. But there's no time. I got it. I literally have to go. There's literally no time. I got it. I could play the intro music again, but I don't have time for that. So anyway, stop the music.